Welcome to last year, the 365-day time capsule podcast. Today's date is May 12th of 2025. So for context,
India and Pakistan are pretty much at war right now, and I was actually going to go least to best, but it's kind of crazy because they're two countries that are known for having really big nukes, basically India feels that Pakistan is supporting a terrorist group that previously attacked India, and like things are getting so heated right now, but yeah, scary because they both have lots of nukes.
the U.S. and China have finalized a significant trade deal following negotiations in Geneva aiming to de-escalate the trade war.
The Met Gala just happened.
Pope Leo XIV has called for peace in Ukraine and Gaza.
And I was going to say the new pope was just elected, and he's from Illinois, Chicago. Like, what the? Chicago, Illinois.
And I was going to say that India-Pakistan tensions escalate amid ceasefire violations.
What? That's crazy. And then my last one is that literally today we woke up and the news had on that here in New Mexico, a 7-year-old boy and a 9-year-old boy were in a standoff with police because they'd taken their father's gun, who's currently serving time in prison, and fired at the police multiple times after they asked to put them down. And the police, the gun, fortunately, like I feel like some major intervened, the gun misfired, and then the police shot a round of non-fatal bullets at these kids, and then the kids returned fire again, but they couldn't get the gun to work, and then a police officer is shown on camera rushing at them and getting the gun away, but they couldn't detain the boys, take the boys away from their mom's custody, which doesn't make sense to me, and the dad's already been in prison, so nothing's gonna happen. Anyway, pretty wild.
Wow, yeah, that is wild. So today we're going to be talking about digital detoxing and the effects that AI will continue to have on our world. But first, we're going to make some predictions for the next 365 days. Let us know in the comments if we got any of these right. So, do you want to start?
No, you.
Okay. So, I think that Marvel is about to make a historic comeback. Fantastic Four is coming out this summer, and I think it's going to be the start of that. And I think we're going to get 10 to 20 absolute bangers.
Okay, 10 to 20. Wow. I believe that we are going to see in the next maybe 5 months move to see Donald Trump impeached.
I think that okay, so this one's relating to AI. Do you know what an AI agent is?
Is it or you just explain, because I'm not 100%.
I barely know, but I think it's basically almost it's an AI that can do a job in the real world. So let's say you type hey, can you order me some McDonald's that's low calories, and 30 minutes later a DoorDash guy appears at your door. That type of real world application. So right now I think that in general they can run for about 30 minutes doing real world stuff effectively. But I think last month they could only go for 15 minutes. So my prediction is that by May of 2026 they're going to be able to commonly run from 1.5 to 2 hours straight without any extra guidance.
I have so many questions. Wait, so run as in complete all of these things that you're asking it to do? Is that what the runtime is? And then you would obviously have to provide it your money or whatever. That scares me. That's the only part that I'm whoa.
I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I think you can give them your credit cards and stuff.
That's crazy. Oh my god, you could that's wild. Honestly, that could make motherhood a lot easier. I just thought about baseball running out.
True.
That's
true.
2 hours. That was your prediction, or one?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't really know that much about them. Sorry, let me get back. My next prediction was... I believe that the Pope is going to have some type of meeting where he not only just conveys his disapproval of what J.D. Vance and Donald Trump are doing as far as it pertains to the Catholic religion, But I think he's going to call like a meeting of like world leaders to try and intervene with what's going on. Because I think that's kind of what the last Pope had. He already, on his last day, he met with J.D. Vance and called him a bad, like, not these exact words, but said like you're not holding or upholding Catholic values if you are actually a Catholic. And that, yeah, so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think he'll probably continue to, and I think that's also why they elected a man from Chicago, Illinois, because I think they want it, like, anytime. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Anyway, that's my prediction.
Cool. Do you think it's going to happen in the next 6 months?
I just think in the next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So South Africa is hosting its first G20 summit. It is called the Johannesburg Summit. It is starting November 22nd, the day that I turned 22. And I think that there's going to be a man wearing overalls attending who will share an idea in such a touching way that billions around the globe will take action, leading to the complete shift to global sustainable living. While he is speaking, he will make an intentional pause at the climax of his address, and he will stare down the barrel of the camera until inevitably they either must cut the camera or they drag him off the stage.
Whoa, I have chills. I have chills because I actually have I think that, yeah, like, I hadn't had any of that exact thought, but the fact that you said a man in overalls, because I believe a farmer, like, or a group of farmers or something will be coming forward and something will happen about the soil that they're being forced to use, because, like, most, like, in order to get government funding to be a farmer, you have to do all of these specific things, including grow one crop in this specific type of soil that is not good, and also growing one crop years on end is super bad for your, it just doesn't actually work. And it, like, you know, cancer's on the rise, insurance, all these things. But I think that you're so right, because it all starts with farming, and I think that somebody, that's crazy that you're saying that.
And I do, the weird coincidences, like, yeah, because I agree, like, everything starts with farming, and, like, what's in our soil is, like right now there's a lot of microplastics and stuff. And
have you watched Common Ground?
Mm-mm.
This is a documentary about this exact thing.
And it's like, do I like, does it have a positive thing at the end of it or something? Because
I haven't watched it yet. My coworker said to watch it. She was like, because we were talking about soil and stuff, and
because it's like kind of scary and like depressing, but
that's how I feel about space.
It affects, really. That's funny to me.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
That's exactly the feeling I get about space.
Because, like, microplastics, I think it's like affecting fertility and probably our brain function and blah blah blah.
And the ocean.
But, like, as I was filling this up today, I was like, wow, I haven't drank out of, like, a plastic thing in a while, because I heard that, you know, it's a lot of microplastics. I don't know if that's...
It is.
But I feel like my food's probably even worse. Like, so. And then also you said cancer. Check this out. You see that label?
Oh. What? Huh.
Yeah. Cancer and reproductive harm.
Like,
if you
from
wear
this hat?
So, I only wear this.
Making one for the pod today. Wait, what?
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, like, the fact that right there is threatening.
I'm honestly gonna take this off.
Cancer,
like, I forgot how, like, blunt this warning is. I
would burn that, and also, like, use, like, a full, like, suit while burning. Like, that's crazy. What the heck? I think we should, if we get a chance to watch this documentary before the next podcast we do together, we should, because, like, not only, I don't want to, like, go off on too much of a tangent just now because we're just doing the predictions, but, like, it literally, I don't want to sound like a crazy conspiracist, but it all comes back to the government, because the government is the one who establishes how much money they're going to give farmers, right? But the government, by doing that, they establish also how the farmers have to farm. And then on top of that, they establish what the farmers have to use to farm. And so with that, a lot of those things are really cheap or bad for this, or they're not like they're all impacting how awful our food is and how bad the ground is, and also then global, just all of these things. But then it comes back to insurance as well, because farmers need to get insurance for their farms and stuff. Insurance companies will only cover you if you're following the government rules. So if you are really rich and able to farm without all this like government help, which you usually need no matter what, because you also want to be able to sell to normal grocery stores, which require you to pass all of these things, which are actually really bad for you. Like even if you look at like a lot of our like vegetables and like none, like it's really scary. Just I like, you know, it becomes like so terrifying to me. I try not to pay too much attention to this because I think I'm a hypochondriac about getting sick. But like cancer and like prostate cancer and colon cancer like actually really terrify me because, or I guess prostate cancer, not for me, I meant colon cancer. But because of our diets nowadays, younger and younger people like in their 20s are actually getting colon cancer diagnoses. And then they start trying to like eat really well, but at that point it's too late. But it's also so expensive, and it really is so hard to eat well in our like life, because it's like it requires, for me at least, like a very big commitment, and that gets into more of what I was going to get into in the future. But anyway, sorry.
I also like so the Brian Johnson guy I told you about. He like, because he had that realization that all the food is like fucked.
Literally.
So it's like now
it's overwhelming.
He like makes sure that like everything he's consuming is sourced like in the best possible way, and
is it his full-time job pretty much?
It is. And he sold either like Cash App or Venmo or something back in the day for like $800 million. So because of that money, he's able to fully take care of his health. Himself. And but it's really cool because he's sharing everything he's learning.
Has he ended up resorting to growing all of his own stuff, basically, and farming, like his own animals?
I don't think he has animals, but he's talked about how difficult it's been to get like, you know, super healthy food. But he wants to eventually make it so that, I think he at least wants to have a thing where you can search like any food you find and see if it is, and that sounds cool to me.
Oh, like, yeah, I agree. I think for me, like the only way that I could see myself fully fixing it is if I had that money and then I just put it into like a farm and could become like self-sustaining as far as food goes, because then I'm gonna be the place where zombies or everyone's coming when like the world ends.
Yeah. Wait, do you have any more predictions? Because I feel like.
Did you?
No. I
think I had one more, but I don't want to take too long.
No, you're all good. But you said something that made me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So zombies. So recently you told me, or you asked me if I watched anything interesting.
Yeah.
I think I told you nothing comes to mind or no or something.
Besides the Marvel.
I lied. So this last week I watched the first episode of The Last of Us again, and then I watched it again.
Yes.
So I watched the first episode a total of 3 times now.
Okay.
And each time it's like, I love the beginning, I love the chaos, and I love that it's like inevitably gonna go crazy. And then I swear it gets like so boring. And so I thought that it was gonna be like all political and whatever. And so on the 3rd time, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna push through it for Amelia, for Sean, and see what this is about. Because I was working on the Mother's Day stuff, so I was like, might as well just throw it on. And so I put it on, and shortly into the 2nd episode, I was like, okay, this is amazing. Yes! So I have watched the entire show. I don't know if a new episode came out this week or not, but I've watched up till like the last one.
Have you told Sean yet?
I haven't.
Oh, wait, this makes me so happy because this is what I wanted to talk about.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, let's go. And I noticed it's funny, you said something about The Last of Us when you meant to say last year, and I was like, damn, I kind of just took the exact same font. Like, it is identical.
Yeah,
that was a complete accident. I hope I don't get sued.
No, I am like, because also you mentioned India and Pakistan as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, what? That's insane.
It's such a good show though. Like, it's not boring. It's like it's like
I'm so happy
incredible storytelling. Like, to me, it's now like obvious. Like, of course, if a hit story video game was a hit, of course you could turn it into a show. They already like wrote it and everything, and like, I don't know. But and then also though, it's like I just love all of the like emotional aspects, because it's like it had me at highs and lows, and like all of it, like there were parts
Wow.
where like I was like, damn, I should be like fully locked in instead of like drawing, and there were times where I had to like pause the drawing.
I was going
and, like,
to
go
say
look
that
at and
I'm
watch.
sure that once you kept watching, you were realizing like, oh my god, I need to be watching this part or
Yeah.
whatever. And this makes me so happy, Bennett, because this is like one of the things that I really, really wanted to talk about. And
Yeah.
because you literally just said that, how could they not have made something that was already like made into it was already such a good story.
Yeah.
And so that, to continue that, Elijah and I were just talking before I came here today about they literally took even the script from the video game and pretty much made it exactly like spot on. Like most of the scenes are like exact screen grabs from the game.
Yeah.
And the like one of the parts so far, and this was my last prediction. So can I say this to you because you're caught up?
Is it as long as it's not like, I mean, yeah, go for it.
Well, yeah.
I think there's something very big that happened.
You didn't watch the most recent episode?
What day does it come out on?
It came out yesterday.
Then no, I haven't.
Okay. Well, there's one part in that, when what happens to Joel when that happens?
Yeah.
Tommy in the video game, he's there watching it.
Okay.
But I'm like prophesizing that he was there, or that in the TV show they made him not be there because I think that would have made him go and follow Ellie on like her instead of just following, he would have just come with her.
Yeah.
And in this next episode, you'll understand why that wouldn't have worked just for the show.
Yeah.
And I think they made it work a different way.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I even was like cringing a bit with like the dance scene that happens, like early in the second season, like between Ellie and what is her name, Dina or Tina?
Yeah,
or
something like that.
D?
I think it's a D something.
It's like Dina or Dina.
Yeah.
I don't know. I cannot figure it out. But whenever the old man stands up and starts being homophobic and like gets like I thought that was kind of cringe. But
wait, him being homophobic or
no, like the like
when
pushing down, like
when he shoved him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it was a little
cringe
cringy for me.
And for me, it was like an emotional thing because it's like, damn, even though he's not being treated well, like he wants to do anything he can for Ellie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
even if it's uncalled for.
Okay, well, once you watch this next episode, I'm really, really excited to get back with you because the ending is. It makes you think something insane.
Okay.
That you can't predict. There's no prediction. But anyway. Sorry.
I love that. I didn't know that it was a complete like copy from the video game, but I felt it like
even the script.
Like yeah, the way that people talk, the way that some like scenes are like visually, I was just like, wow, this is just like a video game.
Yes.
And in the best way. Like I feel like some people might not like that, but for me, like I love it. Like
You're the first person.
I don't know. Like I feel like. Yeah, just all the dialogue, especially, like, I don't know. And you were saying this when we were talking about it before, that you really like the chemistry between, like, Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey.
Love.
And I gotta say, like, me too. Incredible.
And this next episode will make you even happier. Like, it's crazy, Bennett. Like, oh my God, I can't even explain it. And yeah, that was the other thing. Like, I'm so glad you watched it because that was my main takeaway too. And I kept telling Elijah, like, oh my God, I could so much tell how they filmed it like the video game. Like, even like the lighting kind of that they used in some of the things, like the way like some characters will run away. I don't know, like it's like, oh my God, this is such a video game like thing. Or like the way like there's like side quest, like the one time that Dina or Tina or whatever and Ellie get off their horses just to walk down a path to see something and then they walk back to their horse. It's like, just a typical like this character has to see this to then get to the next thing. And I was like, this is so like exactly like I love it. And I love the Bennett, I'm so glad you're watching it, Bennett.
I'm very glad that you pushed me because I love it.
I just thought you would. Because it's like I totally agree with you. And even in the second season, I've thought there's some episodes where I'm like, nothing really that cool happened. But this next episode, it's so cool and really scary again, to the best part.
Yeah.
like, you have to push past those couple of, like, moments. But again, I think it's because it's a video game, so it's, like, the build-up to when you get scared again. So
true.
I don't know. And I love, too, when, like, Abby accidentally woke up all of those, like, when she gets down the mountain and she accidentally awakens all of the ones who have been sleeping, and then
so cool.
But I hate her, not just because of what she did, but I just hate her because she also basically, like, ruined that town for no freaking reason. I was, like, so upset about that. Like,
that was also cool, and
I know.
Like, I almost want to rewatch it and really, like, watch it this time.
I would rewatch it with you, like, literally plain to me, like, any of this.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm so down. I love it. It is so good. And that was going to lead me to my next thing. But if you're still wanting to say more about that, I'm happy to.
If you don't mind, I would like to pause just for a sec to wash the cancer off of my hands. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, anything else about The Last of Us that you wanted to get into?
I don't know. There's a lot there. I think overall I'll just say, like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I recommend you watch it if you haven't watched it.
Same. And I'm going to be playing the game soon.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that.
I'm so pumped.
Do you still think you want to record
it? Yes,
it?
100%. I just need a little help figuring out how I'm going to do it. Like,
I could totally.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely going to do it in Elijah's, like, setup area, but I just need to figure out, like, do I put, like, a camera on the, like,
you
screen
can.
And then, like, screen record, or
that's definitely best.
Okay. We'll get into that. But anyway, so I so recommend, and that was gonna lead me into my next thing, if that was okay.
Yeah.
It was just tangential to this, which I wanted, and I'm so glad that I can say it. So, I'm sure. Well, maybe some of you are interested in The Handmaid's Tale, but it is definitely my one of my autistic what's it called? Focus. It's like when it's I love it. It's one of my autistic loves. And so basically, I am now rereading the book while rewatching the television show and watching the coming out 6th season all at the exact same time. And so first of all, it's really crazy because the first book only covers basically the first season of the show, and it's pretty good and it is pretty accurate, but there's a few scenes where it's like it doesn't even make sense why they would choose to, like, make it, like, and this is all, like, this will make sense to this in a second, but basically there's a girl named Moira and she has a crazy escape from the Red Center, and for some reason the creator of the TV show decided to change that, and, like, that changed the whole trajectory. It made it so weird. And seeing how amazing The Last of Us is based on an amazing, like, video game, and it's exactly the same, I am not understanding why The Handmaid's Tale would not, because when I tell you, like, the book is so freaking good, and, like, my boyfriend Elijah, he'll randomly walk into, like, some of the episodes I've been watching because I'm still on the first season, and he'll be like, oh, that is crazy, like, actually interested in watching, or, like, that is so dark, and I'm like, yeah, that's because it's literally from the book, and the book set up an amazing opportunity, literally, like, play by play, like, she knocks on the door, she, like, literally, like, like, every single thing that you would need to create a TV show, this book laid out with, like, no misses. Like, I cannot believe they didn't follow it more, and then for them to deviate so far and not just use the second book. And I actually, Elijah, while I was driving over here, I had him look up the ratings of this like last season, and it is finally people are like agreeing with me about how bad it is and how much it's completely lost it. But these people who are commenting have maybe just not read the book, because like it was making me really upset that they couldn't just stick to how the book was written. And it drives me nuts, because like if I had the opportunity to get Margaret Atwood to agree to give me the rights to the creative like production into a TV show, it would have been like a huge success. It would have been like I can't think of like another, like it would have been like the first Hunger Games movie, which I even have a lot of qualms with. Like they could have done a lot better, but still the first Hunger Games movie was the best out of all of them so far in like the actual portrayals. And so I just don't understand why they would do that. Like,
yeah, it's like free gold, and they're like, nah,
like
I'm gonna make
I
some
recommend
trash.
everybody read that book, like listen to it on Audible or anything. Like I really do, because it's not, it goes by really quick because it's a super good read. And it also, that's where I was gonna like wrap this back into everything, is it is literally, it was written in, I believe, the 80s, and everything that this woman wrote is like actually playing out, not
Wow.
only in just like Iraq and Iran with the women who have lost all of their, like they are already in what we would call Gilead, and it might be worse in that case. But they in the 70s were wearing short skirts, and they could take birth control, and they could go out to clubs and beauty, like they literally lived like us. And then literally like 1 year.
Damn, like that fast.
Yes, because it does not take long. And then on top of it, it's because if it's not happening to you, you don't want to make a stand of yourself, because you'll be killed. Like right now, how I was going to tie it back in was the current event of, I believe there's 45 plus people that have just been disappeared by ICE in New Mexico in the past like 24 hours or something. Wow. Yeah. And also a mother from somewhere in the Midwest. She was taken, and all of her neighbors in the suburbs, her neighbors came out and surrounded her. She was nursing her infant child and had a toddler, and the crowd started chanting, "Don't take the mother, don't take the mother." She'd been here for years, working, never commit a crime. I don't even know if she was actually like not like documented, just she was in the process or something, and the ICE ripped the baby out of the arms, and multiple women threw themselves on these like ICE cars, and all of them were arrested. Like that is exactly how this book, like for her to write this in the 80s and for it to actually be and on top of it too, part of the book is that the person in power decides to quickly both not allow women to work anymore. So anyone who owns a business must fire their female employees at one day, it all happens one day at one time. And if you don't do it, your business will be essentially illegal, and you will be killed because you're not following the rules, because they're also using the militia government. It's like a different like army than the US government. So that is literally what's going on right here with ICE. They're using the ICE people to become a military. It's very scary.
Yeah,
it's very scary, and there's a lot more, but it does not make sense to me how they could not have followed this book. It would have been the best TV series. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange.
And it just makes me like so upset, because The Last of Us is so good, because like I can't wait to play the video game. Like, maybe we should play it together or something.
That could be cool.
Yeah, like only at night times, and like we'd like allot like an hour or two to do it. Or is it single player?
Yeah, I think it's single player. I assume so. Maybe I don't know about the second one. Maybe the second one's 2-player.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because of but I think in the next episode you'll see why I feel like it still would be first player. But I also don't even know if you could play Ellie then.
I'm sure it would like go back and forth between people.
Like Pedro, Ellie.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm really or maybe you get like your own like ghost and you're just following.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It's like you're not actually doing anything.
Actually,
just,
I'd really like
it.
I really want to play it. It sounds so fun.
I think at the beginning you start as his daughter.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I love Pedro and Bella Ramsey.
It's so good. And
I know.
It's awesome. It gave me like overall very good vibes. Like,
yeah.
And I love like there are so many parts where like, you know, like when like that. Oh, I love like the guy that plays Ron Swanson. Oh, what's his name? Do you know? Like with the mustache. When he there's just so much good stuff. Like because I could totally see people, you know, who really excel when the world comes to an end in that sort of way, as he did.
Yes.
And then like when the guy approached his place, like I immediately knew it was either it could go like 3 or 4 like massive different ways, and one of my guesses was correct.
Yeah, yes.
And I was like, whoa, that was like, I mean, and that was one of the best like emotional arcs in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many good ones, but I don't know, just incredible.
Like where Kevin Bacon, that's the real guy's. His name's not Kevin Bacon in the
Wait,
game.
that was Kevin Bacon?
Yes.
Damn, I have
The
no,
guy with the
like,
gun in the house.
I cannot cognize Kevin Bacon.
Right, that was Kevin Bacon. I'm looking it up really quick, just so I'm not. Like,
I'm just keeping it real. I've heard his name. I don't think that was Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, it
honestly.
was.
There's no way. Wait, what? Wait, are we talking about the same thing? Like
The
I'm
guy
talking
in the
about-
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not that guy.
Swear.
Yeah, I'm gonna look this up. Okay, I'm looking up The Last of Us. Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson gays. Okay, Nick Offerman. Let's see. Wow, maybe I just don't recognize him with the beard.
Oh no, that's not who I'm talking about.
Oh, this is who I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about the guy in the house when that kid needs medical.
Wait, sorry, can I see this one more time?
Yeah.
Cognizing. All right, thank you.
But also, like, let me see. Who am I thinking? Who is that guy? Do you know who I'm talking about? In the show, like he comes out, like they go to his house because he's been like stockpiling meds and stuff, with the black boy.
Okay, I feel like because a lot of the show, again, I wasn't really looking at the TV, so I probably didn't even see Kevin Bacon.
Okay, but I don't think it was Kevin Bacon now. 'Cause last of the season.
I feel confident that going forwards I can cognize
Let me see.
Kevin Bacon. He was in. Was he in Footloose?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. Wait, what? Okay, Cast of Us, The Last of Us.
Kevin Bacon.
I swore it was Kevin Bacon.
Huh. I don't even know who. But. Huh. Huh.
Can you think of the scene I'm talking about?
So there's the little boy,
He's not little. He's like
the large boy, massive adolescent.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe no. I'm being so stupid. I'm thinking of was it The Last of or no, the Interstellar?
I don't think he's in Interstellar.
What's that? What? It's like something similar to this where there's like
The Martian?
no, I'm thinking of oh, I know what it is, but it's that movie that I think maybe me and you watched it. It's like a family goes and stays at this house, and then it's actually owned by a black man and his daughter. And they return when like the world is ending. And
Oh.
What is that movie called? That's what I was talking about.
Okay. I could see Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
in that
he
movie.
was in that movie. But yeah, no, that okay. Then that
Produced by the Obamas, or perhaps
Really?
Michelle Obama.
Huh.
I think Barack may have
Wow.
produced.
That's
as well.
crazy cool.
Yeah.
I love Barack Obama.
I know.
I always find
like
so
top-
much out.
I can't think of a more charismatic guy.
I also can't think of a more dad lore type of man. Like he like seems to keep like the craziest shit just on lock. Like
True. There's a video of him with what's his name? Ant-Man, the from the damn, I'm blanking right now. He's an NBA player on the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards. There's
oh really?
Yeah.
Who does he play something?
no.
Oh.
But there's a clip. I think of them. Now I'm starting to question it, but but one of them like thinks that Obama's like trying to intimidate them or something, and he's like, I don't even know what he says, like pipe down, little man. Or something. I don't know. Or he says, oh, stand down. That's what he says.
I also was gonna say that if you could put this little clip in,
right.
this was from my current event thing. Oh, it's on my.
That's crazy. Do you know what's going on with the parents now?
The mom was inside, I think.
Have they are they facing legal repercussions?
No. Did you see they had to fire the non-lethal round and then the kids fired back? I feel like there should be criminal charges posted.
Yeah, because that's like...
This cop literally sacrificed his life, but I guess they'd seen it misfire multiple times.
That's crazy.
They're like babies.
Yeah.
But yeah, the news report I watched said that there was going to be nothing happening to anybody. And I was like, what?
Momento de
I know.
bruh.
Oh, I hear her.
Uh-huh.
But I can hold her if you're okay.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. We have a joining guest.
Yes, I think this might be her third appearance or so.
Come here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Come here.
The one, the
Do you want me to
only.
close the door still?
Ferguson. Whatever.
Hello. Fergie's
Why, thank you for joining us today.
She'll just be hanging out.
Aw.
How wonderful.
She's so cute.
I wonder if she has a middle name. Do you know?
I don't. Or a last name.
I'm so glad you decided to join. Yeah, this is
So-
Fergie. She does push-ups and muscle-ups.
Lots of curls. Well, she used to do curls.
You know, she's
She's
one
now
of the
just
strong stuff.
she's doing body weight now. It's crazy when I walk her, like she still is like just like she could climb up a wall.
Oh. Okay.
She's goated. Oh yeah, so did you want to get into the whole did you want to start with like digital detoxing?
Yeah, that
Alright.
sounds perfect.
Yeah, so what do you think about it?
All right, so I did have a few bullet points that I wanted to touch on before we hop right into it. So.
And whatever she wants to do, I'm cool with. If she wants,
really?
yeah.
Okay. So.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, so today the host asked me to specifically, bring in some bullet points about two different things that I thought about throughout this week. And I know you had been digital detoxing in some form for a while, and so I had thought about doing that as well because I just, I think mainly Instagram, and definitely Snapchat, but kind of honestly, I don't really want to share that much right now, I guess.
That's fair.
On my I just don't know. I guess unless I remade it and really just had the people who I know following me. But so anyway, I just wanted to talk about exactly what it means to me, and a digital detox is stepping aside from at least one, if not multiple, social media accounts or platforms for however long feels okay for you, but actually completely stepping away for that time. And so with that, I think that it requires you to establish clear intentions with what you want to come from that, so that you can be working on that while you're detoxing, as well as figuring out if you want to re-enter those platforms ever and how you want to re-enter them. And so I guess when it applies to me and how I've been thinking about lately is I think that I've noticed that grounding myself outside without any electronics, whether it be drawing in the grass or any of that kind of stuff that makes me more present and think about my own life rather than everyone else's life, because I feel I already think so much about what I'm doing, and then social media only makes me think about others so much more. And I definitely draw inspiration, and I think there's pros and cons from that, but I think that especially since it's such good weather now, I really would like to do maybe a month or two of that, because I love doing that when I would go to sleepaway camp in California. It was in the 2000 teens, and we really actually didn't have any phones, nothing, and we all just talked to each other and hung out outside, and once it was just fun. And I know obviously that's because we all lived together and had those opportunities, but it was still I definitely feel like it was super beneficial. And I just found myself like doing more. Even when we go on our trip to New York, I feel like I'll definitely continue. Like I won't be checking stuff all the time because there's no need to. Like,
yeah, we're like in constant motion.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree pretty much with everything you said. Like,
yeah.
And like, for my experience, like, it's been probably like exactly 51 days or so since I
Wow.
deleted Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Yeah. And wait, did I say? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. It's like for me personally, I always knew that it was probably a good idea because social media seems to impact a lot of people's mental health,
Yeah.
like probably including mine, not in the best way because you are constantly like seeing all this other stuff just filling your head with noise, and but I never actually was like interested in doing it myself just because I don't know, I didn't really like, I like seeing what I see and whatever, but I did it, and it's been awesome because like I find myself feeling like I'm wasting time way less,
Yeah.
and it feels like it gives me space to like, I don't know, like just do my thing. Like, I don't know, it's just been really nice and enjoyable. And for me, I didn't really have an intention like going into it, like you said, like how that could be a big part of it. I feel like I didn't really have that, but it's still been really awesome.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Go ahead.
And also, like for me, it is not like I still am gonna be posting stuff on pretty much all those platforms besides Snapchat. But I mean, not like I'm not gonna post on Snapchat,
Yeah,
but like it even before I deleted it, I kind of was excited about the idea of just downloading Instagram like once a year and just spam posting and then getting out.
Okay.
Because I still like to make stuff,
Post.
and I like to do like fun, creative things.
Is it hard to keep up with the trends now that you're not on like TikTok and stuff, or you don't care and you want to
Yeah.
focus? Okay.
I totally
and
do not care.
That I think is where I'm the opposite of like, I do kind of like having that like out like even though maybe that's not the best way to like get my like current events and stuff, but I do like keep up with that so much, and like I do really like knowing what's going on and stuff. And then on top of that too, like I feel like you also have more like in-person friendships, and like I really feel like I don't have that right now, and I think hopefully like I'll be able to establish that like maybe in the future and continue with that. But I feel like sometimes that is the way that I like feel connected, even though I still don't connect with them. So maybe I would keep TikTok for now, but it was gonna lead me into also the like sleep, because I think that it impacts my sleep a lot when I'm constantly on those things, because I either am like just scrolling or just doing nothing, and then I always end up more anxious because like, yeah, that's just what it does, and like comparison is literally the thief of joy.
Yeah.
And then also, I'm so sorry to go all the way back to this really quickly, but last current event I was going to bring up is that there's 2 kids missing right now in Nova Scotia, Lily and Jack, and we're basically watching another Chris Watts unfolding. Do you remember Chris Watts, the guy who was very clearly guilty? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
basically,
was he not charged or something?
Oh no, he's in prison.
They found his family
in oil tanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're basically watching another thing play out that is very similar, and I really hope that there will be a different outcome, but I don't think so.
Wait, I thought you said he was charged.
Oh, I'm saying this is another case very similar to it.
But what do you mean a different outcome?
It's basically a mother of 2 kids named Lily and Jack, ages 5 and 8, or 5 and 7, or 4 and 7. The story of how they went missing is crazy. Since then, it has come out that they didn't attend school like the 2 days prior to that. And nothing makes sense. The interviews that the mom and her boyfriend gave were ridiculous. Then the mom left the province altogether while she's still missing her 2 children that are probably there. And she has another baby with that man but because that man's not the kids that are missing's parent, he's just their step parent. But now the mom's Facebook account, like, she deactivated it, then reactivated it to put that she's single and ready to mingle. Literally, her children are missing. And then she unfollowed the stepdad and hasn't seen him for like the past 7 days. And they've been doing like the weirdest interviews, saying things that make no sense. Like, the Nova Scotia police did a search and rescue for like 5 days, full like everything, all the resources, and the only thing that they could find was the scent of the children ending at the driveway. And it's really looking like
same situation.
The parents, yeah. And I hope that that's not it, and I hope they're found. But at this point, a 4 and 7-year-old surviving, well, they're definitely not even in the, like, anyway, that was my other current event. But back to digital detoxing, I'm really interested in kind of committing to it, at least for a bit of the summer, and just like trying to be outside more and even like maybe travel a little more. So.
Yeah. First of all, that is extremely tragic.
I know.
And I feel terrible for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope they are okay.
Me too.
That would be incredible. And as for the digital detoxing, I definitely recommend it. I feel like as you know, I remember you were saying like a while ago that you're not really on Instagram much as it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's something of like, I don't even really feel the need to post really anymore.
Yeah, and wait, can you tell me about that? Like, so was there a time where you felt that need, and what was that need, and why is it gone?
Yeah, okay. So I think at first I liked getting likes, like in my teens and stuff, and that was like a satisfying thing, and I got a high from it, or I just felt like, oh, like people, like I'm pretty, or I took a good picture, or whatever, like, and so that was my reason for posting like then.
Mm-hmm.
And then in my 20s, it was more of like like, I feel like I look pretty, I'll post this or whatever the heck. And then I just got like the approval from the likes. And like in the past like 3 years, I've just like, I feel like no need to do that. I don't really feel like I need to like seek or like the approval of people I don't know anymore. And I also don't even feel like, not that they don't have a right to see what's happening in my life, but I feel weird about showing like things that I feel like are more personal, whether that be like literally me, or just even posting that when I'm traveling because then my house is empty, or that like posting my dogs who can't consent to it, like on my, you know what I mean? Like I just, that is like where I, like, again, unless I made my Instagram where it was just my closest friends and stuff and like family, then I just don't feel the need. Like, I'm not looking for that, like, approval, really, or...
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that that's at least how I feel about Instagram. And then with TikTok, I don't feel like I really have anything I want to post on there, but I do follow a lot of, like, news things that and by news, I mean specific individuals who aren't actually signed with, like, news agencies, that I really like the way that they report and what they report, and I like their views, and like so I like the way that they, or what they report on, how they, like I appreciate it, because then I'll look at the story and I'll have a similar takeaway, whereas with other people I'm like, how did you get that from this story? Like, where did you see this didn't happen? Like, do you want to come back and tell me?
It's interesting what you said about Instagram, because I've heard Andre say almost word for word what you said about...
Really?
And I never fully got it, but because I think you said something like that, and when he said it, I kind of laughed, like, and this was like a year or two ago or something. He said like that, like, yeah, people don't... Wait, I don't know if deserve was the right word. Like... Wait, what did you say about not, like people don't deserve to see what I'm doing or something?
Or people aren't, like... I feel like I don't feel the need to advertise that I'm on a trip or not here.
What?
And I also don't feel like I like deserved now, I guess.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Was that the word you used?
I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
because I think.
Or they're not privy to my information.
I don't. For some reason, I feel like you might have used a different word. But
I think I did.
Because whatever
we'll be able to watch it back.
Yeah, rewind.
They don't have a right to see what's happening in my life.
That word. That's what Andre said.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, I don't know, kind of funny. I don't know, but I'm like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Unless it's the closest people to me. That's
yeah,
the only
exactly.
reason, yeah.
Because he used like a specific. He was like I don't like I don't know, like this exact person doesn't need to see that I took a trip to blah blah.
Yeah.
And, like I agree, but something about the wording's just like funny to me.
I can't wait to see what word that I use.
I know
next
that's kind of
year.
frustrating. Yep. 365 days.
I'm so excited about the dropping of this pod. I can't wait.
It's gonna be a little. It's gonna let you down.
I think you should cut that. I think
not
it's
cutting
gonna
that.
make. I think I have nothing but positive outlook on
It might
this.
not let you down.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
I can tell you that. So yeah, I've been decorating this room more. So I looked at the last episode to do that, and I just had it in my ear playing. And like 3 minutes in, I said out loud like, "Damn, this is boring." Like it was me and Andre just like, I don't know, we were kind of yapping as we usually do.
Yeah.
So like it'll definitely be interesting. Like I think somebody might like it.
Yeah.
But it's not like I don't know. It's I don't want to set the bar too high.
I will say that I think that once like more episodes come out and let's say like we get a prediction right or something and you have like a TikTok account associated with, it's still good.
Yeah, I don't know why it always falls off at you. I don't know. Is it? Huh. I don't know.
But I think that if we like get predictions correct or something and you have like a TikTok account and you post like the small bits of like interesting stuff or like whatever, you might like gain a following or like gain people interested in some of the podcasts,
Yeah,
and then
right.
they'll like follow the more ones that they find interesting or
That's
the guests who they find interesting.
That's smart. Yeah, I know that I could get like more viewers by like promoting it and doing stuff like that.
Well, it doesn't even have to be promoting it.
Well, I just mean like making any like short form content,
yeah.
especially. I count that as promoting.
Okay. Yeah, I guess like it depends. Like maybe if I think like okay, let's say like that Trump does get impeached or whatever. Like then you put that part on like some or a YouTube short or something.
Yeah.
But if
and I agree,
like,
it would.
Unless like if it does make you like not want to like or maybe give it a year and then see how it's going or. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I really love doing it.
Yeah, no, me too. I like overall like I love doing it. Like it's fun and like I feel like I've said this a bunch, but like it is like grounded me. It is like given me I don't know. I just really like it.
Good. I'm
and
glad.
Like I feel like if anybody's feeling like what is going on in life, like this is overwhelming, like start a podcast. It's awesome.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I often think about that. I'm excited to film some sods in New York as well.
Yeah. So what day is the 14th? Because that's when we leave here.
It's a Saturday.
Okay. So we could film one in Boston.
Ooh, we could do one in Boston and one in New York.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
I would love to do that.
That'd be awesome.
We could also do a cool location, like outside.
Times Square.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would say like anywhere, or even like the
That's
Alice in Wonder statues, or like the Brooklyn Bridge.
On like the billionaire aisle, like try to get to the top of one of those buildings.
Oh yeah, or just set up like 2 chairs under like at that Washington Square Union like arch, because people like just set up stuff, and then you could even have people like stop by and like we could ask them questions.
I'm sure a lot of people would.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, you're so cute, baby Ferg. Okay.
So yeah, do you you're just thinking about trying a digital detox?
Yeah, I think I want to. At least of a few like Snapchat and Instagram.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I think also maybe the digital detox would be like taking down all of my pictures on Instagram and then like checking it like once a week for like
Okay.
anyone that got married or had a birthday or baby, and I can congratulate. You know what I mean? 'Cause I feel like I know so many people expecting all of those things right now, so it's like...
I don't know if this is like, I don't know, like maybe I'm just a little more like selfish in this way or something, but like I do not really like I don't feel like I'm expected to congratulate people on Instagram or anything, and like I didn't tell anybody like on like that I communicate with on there that I was deleting it.
Yeah.
And then after like 5 weeks, I logged back on to tell some people, but I don't know. I also like I left all my stuff up because I'm not really concerned. Like, I don't know. For me, it's more about like because it doesn't really affect me whether it's up or not.
Yeah.
At least it doesn't feel like it.
I think for me it is. It's like I think that's like one thing I want. Like, because I'm. It's not like I'm like really like that was a different life to me when I look at my Instagram. It's like that's not really my life, if that makes sense. And then also like I don't really like to text people because then I feel like it leads to like, oh, let's hang out, or I don't know how to stop the conversation or something. So I typically like selfishly also use like Instagram or Snapchat to just give it one message like, happy birthday, or like, hope all is well.
Interesting.
But yeah. So I feel like, but also though, I feel like if there are people who I'm close enough to, like the one person specifically expecting a baby right now that's about to have the baby, I feel like I will just text her when she has it.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I've heard like if you have like their phone number, it's like, I don't know, like you maybe kind of know them a little better, so it's like, it doesn't really matter if you see them on Instagram.
And then like as far as like the rest of the stuff that I was going to say about the digital detox is just that I think it would be really helpful for my sleep. And like I think that if I could commit to like either just Audible or even like actually going back to reading again, like actual books at bed, like at nighttime, I think that would also make me like more present, and like I would enjoy that.
It's funny that you say that because in the last like 1 to 2 weeks, like so I moved a bunch of more stuff from Mom and Deb's house here.
Oh, cool.
And including a big old bookshelf, and like one thing I just want to say, like I feel like like there's so many things that have been making me think like, damn, I'm so privileged. But like just one little thing recently is like that whole bookshelf is full of like graphic novels, like books, like those aren't cheap. Like,
I know.
And it's mostly, over time, like uncles bought me some and a lot of gifts and stuff. But like I just feel so like gifted and like I don't know, like blessed, I guess is the better word. But
I had that thought exactly today when I was doing my hair, because I have like a Dyson which was gifted to me, which is not cheap.
Yeah.
And then also like I've got like an Apple Watch and AirPods and like Hoka shoes.
Yeah.
And like I'm like,
and then of
am
course,
I just being dumb or like?
Of course, then there's like just the fact that again I'm able to like do this podcast. Like I haven't worked a job in like I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to wake up to an alarm. Like I'm like.
But I feel like you've also built yourself up right now where you're able to like make this year like you're committing to working the podcast, because this like I mean maybe it's not like a specific job, but it is something that you actually have to like schedule, do, edit, and like maybe it's like I wonder if she saw herself in there or something. But like I think that like for me that would be like another job. It would be taking on a whole another like thing. Like you're having to commit to the outfits, to getting people, to like planning these out. To
Wait,
like
what outfits?
Like I don't know. Like you're committing to like wearing or like preparing an outfit. You know what I mean? Like.
I don't know. I'm in a cowboy era. That's
okay.
It's just what I wear now.
Oh, got you. There we go.
But continue. My bad.
But yeah, no, just like I think like even creating this space too, like that's like you're like right now your job is like building something, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but like this is how like working in the garage of your parents' house building like Google, I'm sure that sounded really dumb, and like they were privileged to be able to just be in their garage tinkering around for however long that took.
Yeah.
But whoa, that blew up. You know what I mean?
That's
and
true,
I feel
that's
like that's literally how most people who do this type of stuff, they work like these types of things, and they have some type of privilege to like their parents' support or somebody's support, and then like you did well with some TikToks or whatever it is. Like you've got like the ability to like do this right now and like put that like job as being putting it into yourself for future. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I definitely really appreciate all that. Like,
that's how I feel.
Like, at the same time, like, I feel like it doesn't take away just the fact that I'm, like, insanely privileged.
Oh, no,
and,
and
like,
it shouldn't. Yeah, no.
Yeah. And then, like, on another level, like, I feel, like, privileged that, like, my atoms are, like, holding together and, like, I have a mind and, like, free will and, like,
functioning
reality
brain.
is a thing.
Yeah.
Life. It's crazy. And, yeah. It's pretty wild. But, yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, like it's just like everything I'm doing here, like the podcast, like, I mean, it's like I am choosing to do this. Like so many people like cannot choose to do this,
totally,
like as you're saying,
totally.
And like, you know, it doesn't make me like while I might feel a little guilty in that way, like it's not gonna stop me because it's like, what, am I not gonna use my privilege?
Yeah,
like I better try to use it for good.
Yes.
And so like, yeah, I'm doing all this so that hopefully I can take this path that feels right to me to end up having a good impact on other people.
Yeah, and giving back to those who supported you in this time. Like, that's literally, like, I feel like, yes, we're privileged, and yes, it's good to acknowledge that every day and acknowledge how those privileges are, but also, like, it's just as important to actually use them and, like, not be ignorant to the fact that we do have, like, this type of privilege, but, like, we're still working, like, again, not working a job right now, but hopefully you can build something off of this that will work out to do like something that can support. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And also going back to the comic book stuff, like I think it's super cool because, like, Jack and I like got some free comic books, and I just love that day because it's like it's a day where, for one, like kids who often can't afford comic books, like they can get like something. I think that's cool. And then also, like, then the people making them, like, basically the way it works, these are like volume zeros. It's like it's in the middle, like at the top. I don't know.
Yeah,
above that. Yeah, those.
Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah, and you can take some because, I mean, for one, they were free, and two, you asked if I could grab you a few. So, yeah, but and then, so these are kind of like volume zeros, so that it can get people hooked, like, for free, and then they can be like, all right, like, if people are interested, we'll keep making it. So I just see it as like a win-win-win, like, all around.
That's so cool.
Django. All right, should we talk about little AI?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you think? Like, what were you thinking about it?
So, let me pull up my notes. Okay. So, let me make sure this is still clipped on. Okay. So, all right. So, I have a few things to touch on, and I guess I'll start with, lately I have had like a weird reaction when I tell people that I use ChatGPT, and like it's either like they think I'm like brain dead and like they're just like that's stupid to listen to that and like you shouldn't trust it, or I get like positive responses where they're like, oh, that's actually a smart idea, like when I explain like how I'll use it or whatever. And like, so I think that that's really interesting because I feel like, especially in our age range right now, like there are so many ways that you can use AI that are beneficial. And I am specifically talking about like writing professional emails, resume building, helping with financial planning, because like usually like you would need, like, again, making things more accessible to people who can't pay for an accountant or these things. So like using ChatGPT, well, yeah, I'm not trusting everything it's saying verbatim, but I'm able to like ask all these questions and get like a huge amount of like, you know, just like places to start. Or like, you know, I feel like you can also like think like, okay, like I'm wanting to learn about the stock market and what's a good thing to like buy into right now, and how much, and what does that payment look like, and when should I take it out? Like these are things that like you're actually going to get a lot of really like helpful information back if you know how to talk to these like AI type things. So I feel like, well, while you shouldn't completely rely on it, I actually do think it's a really helpful tool in that sense. And I also think that it helps us access data a lot more efficiently and quicker. So, and also like specific like if you are able, like I use the free version of ChatGPT, so it doesn't save my stuff or whatever, but I'll say like, I'm living in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I have an undergraduate degree and I am working at a plant nursery, right? Or I actually even said the plant nursery, and like they were able to like give me like just really interesting things and like goals to work towards or whatever. And I feel like that is like super beneficial. So, and then of course I also do have like negative impacts of it, but I think that aspect is a really interesting resource that our generation specifically really needs, because as helpful as it is to get advice from like the older generations or whatever, their knowledge of us buying houses in this day and age, in this economy right now,
in this economy,
is, they don't know either, because they're struggling as much as we're struggling, because even though they've been working and have savings and everything, it is still really hard for them. And also then you have to you have to hire a banker, a loan person, a person to check, like, so I feel like this is really beneficial and could be really helpful for our generation, because I don't think specifically in America we were taught financial planning or insurance, like all of these types of things. And I think that for me, it can be a really helpful resource in that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any responses for the positive.
No, I totally agree with all of that.
Yeah.
Like I'm often much more on the side of AI good, because
Really? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
because like, I don't know, the way I see it is like, whether we like it or not, like it is a thing. Like, so I don't see what's the point of like not liking it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just stop it, I guess, but I just see so many, like I choose to look at all the incredible stuff that's gonna happen, and I know like there are bad things that could happen, but I just feel like like using it, we will stop the bad things from happening, at least in my opinion. But I mean, anything could totally happen. But yeah, I agree. It's brought the, like, what's the thing, like the level of entry? That's not the right word, but the cost of entry or whatever for like so many different fields and just so many different like you're saying, like you can use ChatGPT to like do something that normally a professional would have to do. To understand
setting up a business.
Yeah.
Like, or
and like,
yeah.
Yeah. And so I feel like our world's getting to a point where it is way more fair, where like if anybody can access ChatGPT and the internet, like you have the potential to pull like I don't know, just pull a Mr. Beast.
I completely agree.
You know, like, and then like I feel like even ChatGPT has gotten pretty dang smart, and so like I don't see why you can't like ask it for like a plan that it says has like a very high percentage of working out if you follow it to the T.
Yeah.
And then do it. I don't know. So I like it a lot. I use it a lot, and yeah, like I know Sean, he's more so on the side of like this is destroying our brains, and like I mean I get that. Like I don't want to lose all like independent thinking, because that's obviously like a scary thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I see it much more as like an extension of myself, like a tool to use. Why not use this incredible tool? Like,
it's almost like a sensei for me, because it's just like something I can turn to for advice.
Yeah,
because
and
like literally, like the way I'll put in is like I'll like pick like somebody who I think is really successful, and then give my specifics about me, and then say like what are steps I can take to get to this.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Like, because I'm like, why would I not do that? Like,
yeah.
And then like if I don't like something it says, like I'll keep narrowing it down and like saying like, well, I can't do this because, and then it will either say, oh, you could just do this way or what, like, I don't know. And I feel like even when I was doing like stuff with Elijah, he was like, well, I feel like this is just so vague, and I'm like, yeah, that's because you have to keep like interacting with it to get to where you want, like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that obviously also that is like my brain is still working. I'm working with this thing. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know if you have more positive, because I have like...
Yeah, I do. Again, barrier of entry. I think it has been lowered for everything. Because also like programming, for example, typically that's like something that takes years to like learn all these different coding languages. And now there are AIs that can build you a fully functioning software in like minutes. You just tell it what you want.
Yeah.
Even like making a Roblox game. Like there are you can just say, like I'm sure it's not just for Roblox, but I've heard it for this. You could tell it like I want this thing to do this, and it'll just code it for you. You speak normal English, it turns it into code. And so like it just, I feel like there's insane opportunity for just about everybody. And and then what you're saying about it, like just being somebody to turn to, like I feel like it could be a massive thing for people's mental health, because now you're probably not really fully alone as long as you have
and also if you're scared to call suicide lines because they'll report you and call the cops. ChatGPT won't do that.
And it's like I see it as like it's like pretty wild to be alive now in that sense, because like I've like in my life, like it has brought me like a lot of security, like at different times, like like it's just another entity to give me comfort and like connection. And I was talking to Mama Jo about this on the podcast actually. And it was funny because she saw it in a negative way, that we're building this, she called it like a fake relationship, but to me, like what's the difference if it doesn't lose its memory? Like obviously it's not going to be the same thing as a human to human relationship, but it could be just as powerful.
Exactly. It's a whole.
And I don't know. But to me and she was saying like and then what happens like if you lose it? I'm like well that sucks. Or maybe that's not what she said, but I don't know. I see it as overall like very positive as of right now.
Well, I think so too, and I feel like, I was gonna say two other things. Positive.
Django. Yeah.
So, well, I can't remember the other ones that I was specifically going to say about how it was positive, other than just, like, I really think that, other than I think that it could be really helpful with financial planning, financial literacy, and, I just think that there are a lot of ways that it is actually really helpful, and while not fully relying on it, I think it's like it's really cool. Like even like if I want to like bounce some ideas off of like what I want to draw, or like I don't know, a lot of things like that. But like I will point out that like one thing I really, really, really don't like about this one aspect of AI is that I feel that like your image is so easy to now use in like if someone was to just pick my Instagram and like make a short series off of a person that looked similar to me through AI, you know what I mean? Like how there's like a lot of celebrities have agreed to let their image be used like just by AI, which I just think is like that I don't love, because I feel like acting is an actual job, and it's cool that that's a thing that AI can now like do for them, but then it becomes this weird thing of, are we going to start AIing like dead people and like
I mean, we already I don't think it was with AI, but just as, and that's another thing, people don't really consider it art, and I think it could totally be considered art.
I think it's art. I just don't know if I like love that idea, I guess.
I was just gonna say that like I'm pretty sure without using AI, like we have like in a massive blockbuster movie, like in one of the Star Wars movies, I'm pretty sure they brought back the person who played I'm blanking on her name now, but I'm pretty sure they have brought people back from the dead. Like, how do you feel about that without AI?
I don't like it, because how can they compensate them? How are they getting their okay for it?
What do you? Okay. Yeah, I don't know the answers to that.
Because I feel like that's ethically wrong.
What if before they passed, they said you can do this?
Yeah, that's cool. But I feel like for the Star Wars thing, she had no idea that
you don't think so?
Possible. Mm-mm.
We could look it up.
I would be interested.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Okay.
but also, I mean, also like, sorry, I feel like there's a lot of stuff we could talk about here, but like XXX Tentacion, like he's still coming out with music, and he died like a good while ago now.
Did he? Well, Mac Miller came out with his last music after
A whole
he had
album
passed.
he came out with recently.
I think his family was the one that agreed to that,
And
though.
do you think that makes it different?
I
Better?
think it should come from the artist. I really do. Because, like, I wouldn't feel, like, comfortable unless you had given me the okay to just start releasing your artwork because I'm your sister.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
It'd
So,
feel-
like, I don't think that his family should have had the rights over
Yeah.
his art.
Yeah. I'm gonna look that up about
Is it, Leia, like the original?
yes,
I can't
I believe.
Goldie Hawn? I think that's her name, Goldie Hawn.
Really? I had no clue. That does not ring a bell.
Goldie something.
Carrie Fisher.
Who is it? Oh, I know who Goldie
Who is that?
Hawn. She is Kate Hudson's mother, and she also
Okay, and this is funny. According to the AI overview on Google, it says no, Carrie Fisher did not give direct permission to be in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker after her death. However, her family, specifically her daughter Billie Lourd and her brother Todd Fisher, granted permission for previously filmed footage of Fisher to be used in the film.
yeah. No, I
So
don't
that's
know.
that's
I don't
interesting.
Love that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Just because
I
maybe
feel
as
like I
an
don't.
actress, she wanted her work to stand as it was.
Yeah, I mean, personally, like I feel like it's hard for me to comment on it because I just don't know like the
Yeah.
situation exactly. But yeah, but yeah, like if it were in my situation and they didn't say, "Hey, I want you to do this," I don't know. It would depend. It would depend on a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. So it's hard for me to just say like
Totally.
theoretically.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like
But I get the ickiness for sure.
yeah, and I think that I guess if they agree to it, that's cool. But at that point, I could see it's not their work. It's somebody else's doing AI with their body.
A few things. One, again, it doesn't have to be AI. Like it could be totally done without AI.
Like to
I
use
think.
somebody's likeness.
Oh, well, it depends. Because, like, in this case, it sounds like they had already filmed it.
Yeah,
In
no,
the
I'm
musician's
talking about,
case,
like,
they had already recorded
I'm
it.
talking about making a movie without the actors and actresses and just literally a lot of them
Without their permission or with their
no,
permission?
with their permission.
And you don't think
they're
that's
not
okay?
going to be filmed at all. It
Yeah.
will literally just be.
I think that's, like, and so do you
I
think
think
that's,
that-
what do you think about that?
I don't think they should get paid for that then. I think they should get paid like for their likeness maybe, but not for acting or doing anything in the movie.
I disagree because I feel like they've spent their lives like building a career and building like their characters, so it's like, or not their, like I mean like who they are in the public eye. So of course I doubt like Robert Downey Jr. like if he was actually in the whole movie, he's gonna get like crazy like amount of money, but I feel like for his likeness, I doubt it would be the same,
Yeah.
which I feel like is fine.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I don't feel very concerned about it, or like
yeah.
I don't know, but like why? What makes it feel wrong to you? Like, do you feel like it's not
doesn't
fair?
feel wrong. It's like, so then, if somehow there's ever a way to just like make it so that an AI can play sports for the players,
Like it takes the humanity out of it.
is it really them playing? No. Because
Yeah, well, that's
just,
totally different, though, in my opinion.
well, but it's not really the people like the actors acting.
Yeah, but to me, it's like a movie. Like a movie is a piece of art, and to me, I don't care as long as it's like ethical. Like and it's like ethical could always be like different for different
Yeah.
people. But like to me, like sports isn't like a piece that somebody crafted and is showing an audience. It's like
You
a
don't
thing
think the
going on.
skill that the players play with isn't like a craft that they're displaying to the world?
Of course, but completely different. Like when I make a YouTube video, for example, like it is like I chose to cut here, film this, like
Yeah.
add this music. Like I put something together and I put it out to the world. In sports, obviously, you're practicing, you're wearing the right shoes, you're eating healthy, but it's a completely different ballpark. See what I did there?
Yes.
And so, I don't know. I definitely don't.
I can get that. I think then here's what I would say: if it is advertised as being a completely like a movie with the actors' permission to use their faces, but they're not acting in it, if that's how it's advertised, that's cool.
Okay. Wait, it has me like I feel like there's so much here that's like lighting a fire in me in a good way, like, cause okay, I don't know like where to go, but like, okay, let's say, okay, so a movie you liked, Interstellar. What if we find out that like they had, I don't know, to me it's just like I do not care because it's like.
Well, I guess, or sorry, I didn't even care.
All right, so I'll just finish this. Like if I found out in like 50 years, oh, actually this technology had been around and they used it and the actors weren't actually in it, like, yeah, I'd probably be like, damn, like I thought they were in it, but at the same time, like I don't like really care.
Okay, and so for me, I think that okay. Yeah, so then I guess I see where you're coming from of like the movie is really a piece of art because it's how it was filmed, like what actually made it in, whatever. But I think like going to Pulp Fiction, for instance, or Interstellar, whichever of those two, I not only look at the movie as like the movie story and everything, I also look at like, whoa, that actor was so good. Like for instance, like Game of Thrones, there's some actors in that show that are just like unmatched, or like their performance in these things is just so good, and like I know that is them. Like when you can like physically feel the emotions and like the person is literally having to like get raw every single day, or like Harry Potter, like or any of these things that, or the Joker movies, where some of them have literally claimed like afterwards they've felt like they've kind of like lost themselves like to the character. I think that is like I applaud the actor for. I think,
yeah, definitely.
Wow. And so for these types of movies where they're just using their likeness, it's more of like, okay, yeah, that's a piece of art, the movie as a whole, but I can't really say that I'm going to be like I wouldn't give in whatever the actor gets or whatever for that movie. I wouldn't be able to give it to that actor because they didn't do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's, I think, where I'm coming from with it.
I feel like that we're on the exact same page about.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you wouldn't feel like you would pay the actors.
Oh, well, I didn't say that.
Oh no, I mean I pay them for their likeness, but like they're not doing anything in the movie.
Wait, so what is your question?
Like, you feel also that you can't judge the act, or like you wouldn't be able to like give the actor the credit for that movie, kind of. Does that make sense? Like, yes, give them their face credit, but not their acting credit because they didn't act in it.
I mean, like, again, this is like, I feel like there's so many things that it's like since I don't know, like, I don't know how the technology works.
Yeah.
So if it was just completely AI, then yeah, I probably wouldn't give them.
There are some already like that.
What, movies like that?
No, not movies yet, but there's like these like I don't know what app it was under, and I'll get more specifics next time I'm on the podcast because I don't want to speak incorrectly, but I believe like I know Kendall Jenner was one of them that signed over her likeness for this, but it was like you could have a celebrity on your refrigerator, and I know that sounds so weird, but it was like talking to you, and that has like no credit to them. They just gave them their faces and their voices, and then they made all of it. You know what I mean? And so that is how I assume these movies will probably be made, is just giving them the rights to use their face and voice.
Like, and yeah, I kind of said this earlier, I don't know if you heard, but like, do you think that, like, let's say in the future, like most movies are AI actors, AI everything, like, Tom
Brady did, Kendall Jenner did.
What? They signed over their likeness to different companies or
Paris
something?
Hilton to chatbot, AI chatbot, that's what it is.
Oh, so you can like talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so do you feel like let's say like actors and everything going into a movie is replaced with like AI, okay? Do you feel like that takes the humanity out of it?
Out of the actors, yes. Not
Like out of the people?
Not out of the movie as an art piece, because I
Okay.
think then it's still humanity in the fact that unless the director is AI, which could possibly, but if the director is still a human, then I could see that I feel would add a little bit of human aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still don't think I could humanize the actors.
Yeah.
Or feel like they could win any sort of award for their performance in the movie, because they didn't pull out those emotions. They didn't do any of that stuff. It was just the computer making their body do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
again, I agree with like that. As long as I imagine the technology, like I just feel like there's so much like minutia. Is that the word? I don't know. Where like I don't know. Like I feel like I can't make any like, calls on this.
So watch the new season of Black Mirror when you're ready and like when you want to, and we'll talk more, because there's a few.
The season before also had some stuff like that.
Yeah.
With oh my God, what's her name? Selma Hayek.
Oh yeah. The one where it was like playing, or it was like their life. Yes. This next one, there's one. I think it's called like Imagery or something like that. It's one of the last, or one of the first ones. I don't know. It basically, it's where they can step into an old movie, and then you'll see. But it's basically exactly what we're talking about right now. Literally, like.
I love like I feel like something like this would take us like a good and like I don't know, like just a lot of time for us to like kind of chip away and like understand each other and like.
Oh, totally.
And it's like it's such a cool topic to me, and like I don't know.
I think if you're able to watch that, at least that one episode, because like you can like space them out and whatever. Like let me look it up. It's like Emotions or something. And also, I might have to head out soon just to beat rush hour.
Oops.
Okay. It's called Hotel Reverie.
What? Oh, the episode.
The episode that
Okay.
I think you should watch. Yeah.
Okay. Before you go, would you like to tell me what you did this last week?
Yes. Okay. So I went to work every single day pretty much, and it was Mother's Day week at work, so we were prepping so much for that. And I'll say like 3 things that happened at work, since that was pretty much my week. But one thing is, this old lady came in asking for if we had pumpkins for pumpkin pie. And I was like, yes, like is there a type of pumpkin like can't be used for pumpkin pie? Or like, and she was like, no, it has to be the orange ones. And I was like, oh, that makes sense, whatever. So I said, unfortunately, like we don't actually have any specific orange ones. We have one that is going to be orange unless you wait until it's like fully past its ripen date, then it will get a little bit lighter. And then I looked up on my phone, like on Google, because I didn't want to like leave her hanging, and I was like, actually, ma'am, here it says like any pumpkin that is a smaller version of pumpkin and can be pureed is perfectly good for like, as long as it's like 50 pounds and it can be pureed. She's like, well, I need the ones that don't have seeds. And I was like, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm fairly certain every pumpkin has seeds inside. Like,
I would assume so.
and then it got weirder, because then she was like, well, since you only have white pumpkins, I guess I'll just get pumpkin seeds.
What? Wait. That's so confusing.
I know! And she was like, that should work the best for pumpkin pie. I was like, what am I missing here, ma'am? Like, I'm so confused.
There's like some key piece of info.
Yeah, like anyway, so that happened. And then we have pretty much killed all the aphids at work, which is awesome. And I planted a garden this week as well, and it is popping off. And I can send pictures if you would like to insert the pics. And
very nice.
Yeah, actually, I might even take more pictures at home and send them to you. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good garden. And then, yeah, we did Mother's Day stuff yesterday. And sadly, Elijah's grandparents passed away this weekend. And I think that was pretty much all I did, besides pup stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What did I do? Oh yeah. So, yeah, I pretty much like spent every day just drawing, which was like really fun.
Yeah.
And of course I went on more walks.
Oh, the pics I saw last night of you holding the moon
Oh,
sent
yeah.
me, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah, I love doing that type of photo. I went on more runs. I don't know how many miles, but a good amount of miles.
Nice. I'm definitely getting that Nike Run Club out.
Yeah,
out in the
it's
next couple
so
days.
fun. I helped Andre and Sean DJ at the United game.
That's so cool.
It was pretty fun. And then we watched the game and went to Buffalo Wild Wings after.
Nice. Where they weren't even serving the all-you-can-eat because it's just some days of the week.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I know. Not cool.
PSA only Tuesday or Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, something like Monday through Thursday, I think. And we watched some UFC fighters beat the heck out of each other. That was fun. What else? Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of like cowboy music.
Yeah,
So
I've been reading *Handmaid's Tale*
Nice.
and doing all those comparisons, and then also what was it? If you have more, you can continue them.
Andre and I went to the coldest flying star on the planet. I had a spectacular toast with eggs and avocado, the avo toast.
Yeah.
And I saw a dog driving a car. What else? Oh yeah. On National Comic Book Day, Jack and I hit up a few spots outside of the Santa Fe area.
Nice.
Also known as Albuquerque. I ran. Well, no, I haven't updated that, so I don't know. Oh yeah, and I feel like there's a few things that I never like finished saying, but I got back into reading like comic books.
Ooh,
So that's
yeah,
been
yeah,
fun. I've
yeah.
been reading like graphic novels. and
Yeah.
it's fun. Oh yeah, I've been beefing with Steve from Wizard Pins, because I'm trying to get like a pin made for a basketball video, and now for a Mother's Day video, and I'll probably do one more.
What's the beef?
So, like, I don't want to drag this guy too much, but I feel like he's completely gaslighting me, and like, what happened to like the customer is always right, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what his deal is, but it is like ridiculous. Like at the end of the first order, he convinced me to switch to laser engraving for this like sequential numbering, and so I was like, all right, I'll do that. Sounds good. And so on the final thing, I'm gonna put it up right here. Sorry, Steve. And it says very clearly laser engraving, and it points to the numbers. Now on the second order, I asked to do the exact same thing, and he told me like no, like I don't know what he said exactly, but they basically said no. And then I said, I'm confused because you guys did this on the last order. And he's like, I'm sorry for the confusion, but I said in multiple emails, I go back, I saw nothing, that it will not be laser engraving. And again, the final plans that they sent me back before starting production says laser engraving on the plans.
Did you screenshot and send that back?
I think I did.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
What?
So it's crazy, and I'm starting to think I should find a different manufacturer. That sounds wrong.
No, you're right. Yeah, a different manufacturer.
Because
That's crazy.
it's not chill, and it's like making me like take way too long making stuff. But
They're blatantly gaslighting you. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I had some funny dreams this week. Yesterday was Mother's Day. we had a waffle brunch here, which was really good, and then you very graciously came with me to hand out
Oh yeah,
all the
that
stuff.
was so fun. I love that.
And you filmed for me. I
If
appreciate
you
it.
insert
Thank you.
any of the art, you totally should.
Okay,
I don't know
yeah.
if you're comfortable with it, but
Boom.
it's insanely cool.
It was fun to do.
I got the pens, and that's what I'm gonna work on when I go home today.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
just draw
cool.
For a while.
Yeah, and what are they one more time?
Zig.
Zig.
Yeah, Zig.
Very
like,
good markers.
Markers from Amazon. The
Yeah.
36 pack that has double sides, because
Yeah.
looks cooler. And that was the other thing I meant to pick up, but a sketch pad. But I'm sure I can find that. There's probably one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I just want to like apologize. Like I feel like I never know like how to be like on this podcast. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I should be like very like dry humor. Sometimes I should like laugh when I don't think something's funny. Sometimes I shouldn't laugh even if it is funny.
No, I think
I'm all over the place.
I think you should act yourself, and so far you've done so good, like genuinely.
It's funny because like a lot of the podcasts, like oftentimes the ones where I'm like, oh, like that was good. I watch it back and I'm like, and then other ones where I'm like, oh, that was terrible. And then I think it has to do with my mindset more than anything else. Like,
do you feel like having it set up more, like me coming prepared or having your guests prepared has been helpful?
Definitely.
Or, yeah?
Yes.
Maybe that's like something that going forward will keep being helpful.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna,
Because I had a couple of ideas for when we do travel, especially like if we do them in public. Like I think it would be cool to like have a sign up saying like we're filming a podcast, and if you like asking a question if people want to come by and like answer it or something, or have a quick debate or something. And then also I was gonna say Tyler has some ideas he wanted to share with you too. Like one of them was kind of cool about like a game podcast or something where you have like me and him or two people who know you well, like, or something like that, or we just compete for like 30 minutes doing something, and like, but it's like a trivia
something like that would make it like actually very entertaining.
Really? Oh,
like
I give full credit to Tyler for that, and he said he has a few other ones too. So
that's cool. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Awesome. Also, I was gonna ask if it's okay if I do take some two backpacks or something. Okay, cool, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and then I saw a long line outside of a GameStop one morning when I went to Target. So there must have been a new game coming out.
Okay.
And it was just like cool to see that. Like it's cool that people still like do that. It was like a pretty long line. Picture.
Oh, I was gonna say I haven't been to Target in so long. I kind of want to go.
Really?
Yeah. Just to walk around. I try not to go because I always like end up buying things I don't need, or wanting the things, and then I'm like, this just sucked.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know, but Target.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, what?
You're giving Last of Us vibes, actually.
It's funny. Ever since Kyle recommended these salads from Target, I've been getting them like religiously, and I eat at least like one a day. They're really good.
What kind are they?
Well, the brand is Good and Gather.
Oh, okay.
And there's like chicken ones. And like blue cheese ones.
Have you tried any of them from Trader Joe's? Because they have some insane salads that are ready to go. Like they have like a it's like peas, sweet peas, zucchini, pasta, some type of like vinegar sauce and lemon, and then lettuce on top, and then they've got chicken ones. They're really good. Like, oh my gosh.
Do you know how much they are? Like price?
$3.99
to
like $6.99.
That I thought I remembered it was something like that. I feel like Target might be a little bit cheaper, maybe.
Oh shoot! Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out.
Probably around $3.99 or something.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. And
maybe
then
we'll go shopping there today because we need groceries.
Yeah, and they got some other good stuff. But oh yeah, and then wait. So how long? When do you think you need to? When's you're out? What time?
Probably the next like 10 minutes. 10
okay.
minutes. Yeah, I'll say 10
cool,
minutes will be the.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Just because freaking rush hour.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Speaking about the like care packages, I was thinking it'd be a fun episode if like I just drive us around and
I would
we try to
love
hand out as many as we
Wait,
can.
please.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know exactly where we should go. And I know,
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
would
I
actually
know-
have
I
some
know
things
some
I'd like to
spots.
add. Like I'll buy like
Okay.
another 2 packs of like water bottles. And also I have a bunch, because I got like a bunch of free water bottles that are like plastic from the Doggy Dash and Dawdle,
Oh.
and including those with the ones that they can throw away so they can fill it up and
Yeah.
have it to just go with them.
Yeah.
And then I had a couple of other things too. Like I probably like might want to spend like $30 or something at Walmart at the $1 toiletry section. So for like tampons, deodorants.
I think there's deodorants in all of these,
Okay, so
but
like
tampons,
lotion. I don't know if you put chapstick in here. Because in the summer in New Mexico, that is like a godsend. Nail clippers.
Oh,
Because they have like a whole little like nail grooming kit.
so this has deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste. I think
Does it have a
shampoo
bag
and
for
body and soap.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I would love to do a podcast.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
100%.
Cool.
Like literally,
Yeah,
the next time you don't have one scheduled, I'm down to do
And
it.
that was another thing. Like in the future, like if you wanted to do some podcasts with me and Andre both, like I think that could be pretty fun.
I was gonna ask if Elijah could join us on like one coming up too, because he has got some ones he wants to do. So
All right, cool.
and Tyler wants to be.
Wow,
So yeah, you've
that's
got
pretty
a
fun.
lineup of
Yeah,
people already.
it'd be fun to
that are-
do it with like everybody.
Yeah. Oh my
the
god.
same
I even
time.
have. I wonder if you'd want any of my coworkers to be on the podcast. Like they're like Jamel
Yeah.
especially.
Oh, I would love
Would you
that.
be interested?
Jamel.
He has like a cool life. Like
yeah, yeah.
actually.
I've heard he's.
And he's like such a nice guy. He's just like a
We would
friendly-
love that.
Okay, cool.
It's like at the beginning, Andre and I did want this to be like a guest heavy like podcast,
It's hard at first.
kind of, but we just found it was, at least for me, I don't know, it's kind of just fun to like just hang out with Andre and like
Yeah,
and
no,
like
that
it's
makes
kind of
sense.
fun to
Yeah.
just keep it chill.
Yeah. Well, and like also it's kind of like it could be sporadic. Like maybe like, oh my god, and you know what? Since this comes out a year after, I bet Jamel will have been in a few bigger fights by then. I know
Yeah.
he's still amateur, but at least like fighting like a couple people so he can like talk about it, or you can even interview him at one of his fights here. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like something small.
Yeah, we could spar with him before and after.
Honestly, I mean, if you ever wanted to go to his gym, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd love it. Like just come check us out."
Yeah.
Like, but it seems pretty cool, definitely.
Yeah.
But I definitely also in this next year do want to either do like dance again for a little bit or horseback riding or something
That's
like that.
cool.
Yeah.
That's tight. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of stuff I could say, but a few things if that's all right.
Of course.
This one guy, Matt Diavella, a YouTuber with almost 4 million subs, posted a 49-minute YouTube video. I looked for a bit, and it looks like it's one of, if not the longest video he's ever posted besides his podcast, which kind of fits like that prediction I had about people are going to be making longer stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast started another channel. He now has like 20 or something, I don't know. But he posted the first video on May 3rd, and it's a 54-minute long video. And it looks like the whole channel is going to be videos at least that long because
Wow.
it's like compilations.
Okay.
So I might be onto something here.
Yeah, that's crazy, Bennett.
Yeah. Okay. You know how years ago I was in this room? I think I was 16. I was sitting right here. I was playing a video game with Sean, and I thought my foot was on a leaf.
Yes,
And
I know where
looked
this
down, and I stepped on a live scorpion.
is. Yes.
We've also seen lizards in here before.
Yes.
Bunnies in the yard. Owl in the yard. There's like all sorts of animals all over
Yeah.
this place. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna add something to the list. I don't know if Mom told you, but I got groceries one night, and I was coming inside the garage, and there was a snake inside the garage. Yeah, it was like pretty big, I'd say, and it went into this like pile of leaves in the corner. And so I walked inside, I put the stuff down, and I told Mom, and she was not happy about it.
What?
And yeah, so that happened. We went back out, but like didn't see it. And then again, I asked ChatGPT because he's my dude, and he told me to keep the garage closed, turn on the light in there, And hopefully he'll make his way out because it's less like inviting with the light on.
Wait, he's in the garage still?
It's possible. I haven't seen this lad in like 7 days, but
I've never seen a snake out in the
like. Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's. I don't see them often.
I saw one on the trail once.
Okay.
But that's it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so then, Mom and I were watching Thor Ragnarok, and I think we paused it. I think I was making food or something, and she opened Instagram, and Deanna had posted something with like a very large snake, and it was like, whoa, that's a little weird. And then, okay, so yeah, anyways, then I go to sleep, and I had a lot of like very emotional and vivid dreams that night, like a bunch of different emotions and stuff. So I woke up at the end of one of these emotional dreams. It was pretty hot, so I think that's why I woke up. I checked the time. It's 4:44. It's 4:44 a.m. A little weird. I also see the only notification is a missed call from you at like almost midnight, and I was like, that's a little weird. So I texted you right away, and I was like, hey, sorry I missed your call. Like,
Yeah.
are you okay? Or I hope you're okay or something. And then I don't know what I wrote here. I don't know. I have no clue what I said. I don't know, whatever. I went back to sleep, and I wake up to what feels like something jumping on the bed, and I'm like, is it a snake? Is it Fergie? Is this like a person? Like, what just jumped on the bed? So I'm still in the state of like I think my body was still paralyzed. I wouldn't call it sleep paralysis, but it's just like, I think I was dreaming. So I think for like a second, I couldn't move. And it was like uncontrollably, like this primal thing. Like I just started yelling at the top of my lungs. It felt like my max like biological capacity for yelling. And like, it felt good in a way, but like I've never like done that. I've never yelled like out of my control. Like it was like when I had food poisoning.
Whoa.
And I was just like throwing up, and I learned that you can't always stop it. It was like it just came out of me, and I kept hearing it just continue to like and as soon as I could move, I'm like shuffling up in the darkness, and like the light's not easy to turn on really quickly, and my phone was somewhere down there, so I grabbed my metal water bottle like to use as a weapon, like just in case. And so very, very soon after, Mom and Fergie were out there, which I'm so grateful for. And Mom was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you can come in. And she came in, and I was like, could you turn on the light? And she turned it on, and I found out that it was this like big stack of pillows that's on like this ottoman thing, like pillows and blankets, and it had like, because I like 12 hours earlier, I'd moved it just the tiniest bit, and then I think the fan blowing on it tipped and like landed on the bed. Wild.
That's like the last thing I expected. Wait, that's crazy. Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's like the most like primal like way to pick up a water bottle, because like that literally happened to me. Like
Really?
First two things that happened, like when I was living at the Linda Vista house, I thought like, and still to this day I remember it. It was like a small thing just crossed my room.
Oh, you told me this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And went into my closet, and so like I don't know what, like again, like I don't know what the fuck, but it really did happen. And then literally this week, I was laying down and I was like almost asleep, and Elijah was like next to me, and all of a sudden I just started hitting my face, and I was like, I wasn't asleep, but I was like, Elijah, there's a spider on me there, and he was like, no, there's not, and I was like, yes, there is, and I smashed my face one more time, and he literally was like, no freaking way, and there was a huge spider just smashed on
like
my
there
face.
actually was.
Yes, it was terrible. I spent the rest of the night like feeling spiders everywhere. Like,
Damn.
that's crazy. What the heck? And then also today when I woke up, it was because Wiley started barking, and it like actually I thought she almost triggered a heart attack in me, and I was like scared for a minute because I couldn't get my, like, you know, when you're scared and your heart starts beating, it's like, okay, but it was like 5 minutes later and I was still like, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening? Like,
Wow.
You guys probably got that very loud.
Yeah. In the way, like, it's like another cool thing about the body. Like, I feel like it's like priming you to like fight like anything.
Yeah.
Like,
I love.
or to run or
I don't know,
whatever.
with the scream too. I bet that felt good. Like.
Yeah, it genuinely did. Such a weird experience.
That's crazy.
Imagine
you start beating the pillow.
Yeah. Just like jump on top.
Okay, what? Okay.
Django.
I hope I didn't make it too quick.
No.
Pretty good?
It's
Okay.
funny. I think probably every episode that you've been on is probably like our top 5 longest episodes. So.
They go by so quickly to me.
They
Like,
do.
I really love doing
Yeah,
them. They're
it's
so
fun.
much fun.
Yeah.
Especially now that we're coming more prepared too. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many things to say on the next podcast already.
It's so funny. Yeah, I was thinking like if you're down, I'm gonna see if I don't know, either I'll do one more with just Andre or we just roll right into the 3 of us.
Cool.
Because I feel like that'd be fun. Yeah. And one thing that is also kind of fun is like, because there's the aspect of like this being recorded and people are watching us, and like again, I'm always questioning like, what am I doing? And I think it's fun to like slowly try to find my groove or like just try different things over time and see what feels right. Because it's fun to make little changes over time.
Yeah, and also you're able to like see it and like see how it is right now in your view and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, just let me know in the next one.
Sounds good.
Feeling like doing.
Yeah. Anything else you have for the people?
Peace and love to all.
I like it.
And visit the Alameda Plant Nursery. And I gotta take the pics of us.
Thank you for watching.
First time grandpas.